Hey there, listeners. Jambo and good morning and good evening from wherever you are from the part of this world. So, picture this young innovators in Kenya and Haiti and beyond turning tech into their ultimate superpower, tackling tough challenges like unemployment and division to spark jobs, unite communities, and light up a hope for the worldwide. Welcome to Tech Titans of Tomorrow, empowering youths. I'm your host, Brian Lolima, and I am pumped to dive into the unstoppable grit of youth leaders shaking things up from West Pokot to Saint Rock and beyond. Today, we are unpacking how these trailblazers use tech to overcome leadership hurdles, think limited resources and cultural barriers, and drive epic social and economic change. Plus, how websites are cracking open education and opportunity, all powered by heavy hitters like Microsoft, Google, Canva, Slack, and Meta. We are throwing down the gauntlet to these tech giants to team up with Project Trinity and make this movement a global movement. Join us as we explore how tech is empowering youths in Kenya and Haiti and the world at large. Say hello to our incredible guests. Stanley from Kenya, a bold innovator empowering West Pokot youth with tech-driven solution despite the odds. And McKinley, straight outta Haiti, a visionary uniting communities through digital tools in the face of chaos. Later, we'll welcome Valerie Jeruto from Kenya, a trailblazing female web developer and youth leader, inspiring change through digital skills. Buckle up for an hour of that will blow your mind. Stanley, so let's start with you. Can you introduce yourself and what you're passionate about today's topics?
Yes, thank you for having me. My name is Stanley Alfred. I'm excited to be here, representing Kenyan youth, uh, also including my community, West Pokot. I am involved with Project Trinity, which works with empowering young people across Kenya through digital skills, training, entrepreneurship, and inclusive development. I'm passionate about helping youth and women use technology to create opportunities and build stronger and more connected communities. Thank you.
Hello everyone, so today is my high honor and distinct privilege to be on this platform where every Wednesday we just come to discuss some interesting topics. And so I am so glad to be here today. And I think my name is Morgan Voltaire. I am a Project Unity Associate. I'm specialized in the Department of Management. So I'm so glad, and I think that we have a wonderful topic today where we're gonna see how can we use leadership to make a better impact in the world community. So I think that we are going to have a wonderful moment together, and I am so happy to be there.
Hello everyone, I'm Valerie Jeruto, and you're all welcome to listen this impactful we're going to discuss today. Thank you.
Thank you so much, team, for your introduction. So we are going to kick off on a high note, but Valerie will be joining us later to continue with the conversation. So let's kick off with the youth leadership with technology. So let's see how this technology with youth leadership are shaping our world and what the future holds. So let's start with you, Stanley. In West Pokot, young leaders are transforming communities with tech. How are they using tools like mobile apps, maybe, or platform to drive social or economic impact? Maybe you can share a story.
Yes, yes. Thank you, Brian. I would like to talk about how young leaders in Kenya or in West Pokot use technology to drive their social and economic impact. Across Kenya, young leaders are embracing technology to solve local challenges and improve livelihoods. Uh, that is ranging from urban areas to rural areas. Like in West Pokot, for example, youth are using mobile apps and online platforms for either education, business, and maybe community projects. You see, uh, nowadays, when we talk of using website in businesses, for example, if we talk about the use of apps like Chumia, the Kilimall, uh, and any other uh, e-commerce sites, they are impacting this, they are impacting their lives because you will find that when, for example, a youth or a person, an individual orders an item uh, through online, he or she can get a legit, we say a legit product, for example, uh, and it is also delivered in time, timely. So it has impacted youth. When we go to the education, you can also see that youths are using websites to learn. That is the e-learning platforms and various sites there. So it has impacted the youth much. And also to talk about Project Trinity, for example, youth can organize digital skills training sessions, maybe using tools like the Microsoft Teams, uh, Zooms. Those are websites. Those are peak websites. They can also use the YouTube to learn, that is the tutorials and more. So one of the success stories that are in West Pokot, for instance, is that youths have learned the graphic designs and maybe social media marketing. They are earning from there. They earn their income by maybe managing the Facebook pages for certain companies, for the local businesses, to show that even with obstacles like the ability to maybe to construct a certain shop, a youth can utilize the internet uh, and make money from there. So it has created jobs. It has also helped to reduce poverty and strengthen communities. That is one of the success story. Yeah.
Yeah, that's so inspiring, Stanley. So I see that this technology is sparking youth-led initiative and sparking a revolution in West Pokot. So let's zip or cross the oceans to Haiti. McKinley, how are youth leaders there harnessing tech to lift up their communities? Maybe you can,
Yes, I think that years ago, so the way that people see youth, it's a little bit different from now, because um, at the beginning they have a misconception. Like they say, I don't think so that youth can't do great thing, youth can't manage, youth can lead. But for now, through the technology, so youth, they do a lot of things, lot of interesting things. Like they use some website application to create some wonderful things. Like I know a lot of leaders, they use Zoom to make like some training. They use for example, I remember last month I had a training with some leaders. It was on Zoom. So that's a way they promote the education. They just give time to help the others, and they use some other apps like TikTok. So they, for example, for communication, they, for example, they can have something special to share with the world community, and they just use this application to promote the value that they have, and they use YouTube. So, for example, on YouTube, we have a lot of courses, and sometimes I know some of them, they create some channels, and in those channels they give some courses, for example, music courses, courses about AI, courses about some interesting field. So I think that's a good feature. And in Haiti, most of the time we have some online courses. For example, I can create my own channel, and I just give it like a title, and maybe each week or each month I just have I mean something special to do on it. And I have a lot of people, I motivate them, I just share the great value that I have inside of me. So that's a way that I can influence those people. I think that we have some other app like Instagram. We have those kind of things, or some great features that leaders, especially in Haiti, use to make an impact as a leader. Because you know, when you are a leader, the thing that the world, I mean, is waiting from you is what you can do, what you can bring to change the world. Because this is not important saying I'm a leader, I am a leader. So this is not the most important things, but the most important things is what you do, what are you doing, what you plan to do to change your community, what you plan to do to help people. This is the most important thing. And I think that in Haiti we have a lot of great men. For example, I know it's Emil. So this man is a great man, and he just has a channel where he gives some courses, really interesting. And I think that we can just continue to promote the value that we have as a leader.
Okay, Makenly, that you're bringing the heat with that inspiration. I can see you're a tech leader and a youth leader also. So, Stanley, let's spotlight the fearless women leaders in West Pokot, breaking through barriers. How are they using tech to empower marginalized groups?
Yes, thank you again for having me. Um, Women are important people in the society, and they are using technology also to empower themselves and to empower their families. In marginalized groups like West Pokot, uh, we find that women are left behind in terms of technology. Uh, but those barriers can be break by maybe us engaging them, and also uh, opening them ways so that they can be able to use technology. They are doing, and women, Kenyan women are doing incredible work, including those who have been left behind by going to by working hard in terms of technology and also inspiring others. For example, we have these young women leading through uh, mobile-based training for the young mothers. Uh, the young woman uses WhatsApp and Microsoft tools, for example, Microsoft Teams, to educate the women, teach them on maybe bookkeeping. We have this digital marketing, and also they can be able to sell their crafts online. You will find that most of the people are using these online platforms to order their items. So because this website has provided maybe an online store, it is helping these women to market their products. And there is now some challenges that they are facing because we have these cultural norms that affect women. For example, you will find in our community that women are experiencing those challenges. For example, um, these they are dealing with more of the domestic cause than men. There is also this notion that women can only maybe work within the home state. They cannot interact with at large with the members of the community. So those are the challenges that our women are facing. But all in all, the technology has helped them to maybe earn their income by having these websites, e-commerce website to sell their products online. So that is how women are thriving in tech, and it is good that we embrace them and we at least help them and make them to be equal before nobody should be left behind in terms of technology, because there is no gender in technology. There is no gender in technology. It is just for everyone. So let us support our women through tech so that we can benefit together as a community.
Stanley, that's next level game changing stuff. Over to you, McKinley. What's your thoughts about youth leaders ensuring inclusivity in tech driven projects, especially women?
Yeah, I think that I love the point of view of Stanley, and it's almost the same in Haiti because maybe 20 years ago, people had a misconception about especially women. Like they thought that there are some kind of things that women cannot do, and I can say they gave to a certain limitation. So, but why now? um, with that new technology that we have, we see that it's a little bit different because women try to do a lot of things, and they make a lot of great impact in the society, in the world community. For example, I know some women, they just have their own channel, and they just have their own business, and they manage it, and from that business they earn money to take care of their family. So that's a wonderful thing. So why not, I think that women have a great importance because sometimes I don't know, maybe I'm like this. Sometimes there are some kind of things I cannot stay focused on, like I feel like depressed. I have a lot of trouble. But when you try to have like a girl next to you, she motivates you. She motivates you. She encourages you. Like you say, oh no, you can. Let's try it. Let's try it. So something else. Sometimes as men we cannot do like multiple things at the same times. Like you, let's say that, let me take that example. We are in the kitchen, we're preparing some foods and we're doing something. We don't have those abilities, but women can do a lot of things at the same time, you see. So the girl is in the kitchen, she's preparing food, so she's cleaning up the dishes. you know women has Women have a lot of potential, and I think that it's time to help them, it's time to encourage them, it's time to give them place in our society. And I think that as a leader, one of the things that we should do is trying to give them the opportunity that they deserve. So help them with the technology. For example, you can see some of them may be discouraged about some kind of things, but just okay, you can use the technology. You can create your own business online, so you can sell things online. You can sell like purse, clothes, sandals, sneakers, those kind of things. You can just encourage them, and by the way, they will have great opportunity to take care of themselves and take care of their family. I think that's really important. And as a leader, we have to give a lot of importance with women in the society, especially help them to manage the technology so they can create a lot of interesting things.
Yes, yes, it is true, McKinley, that we, as the marginalized communities, I know we experience maybe the same problem or the same notion from our side, that is in West Pokot and in Saint Rock. Uh, Women have been left behind, but you will find that what they are doing, if given opportunity, is they are doing a lot and they are also inspiring us. So, from your take, Bakendi, how can we help these women, for example, so that they can get that opportunity and we can move together as a group or as a whole?
Yeah, that's a wonderful question, and I just congratulate you for that question. And I think, Stanley, the thing what we can do as a leader, as a leader, the first thing is trying to see the opportunity inside the group or inside the people that you are leading. This is what great leader do. They see Stanley, but they don't only see the physical part of Stanley, but they see inside of it. Stanley, what inside? What do you have in your mind? How do you think? Because one of the great thing is leaders is different from followers just because the way that they think. you know Leaders don't think the same way as followers. We call that the spirit of leadership, or we can just use a simple word to say that it's attitude. So at this point, when you are leading, one of the thing is trying to see what potential each person in your group has, what they can do, what are the where they are strong. So I think we can take them with the highest part, I mean, where they are strong, and continue the process and analyze where they are weak and help them to grow. That's what we can do. We can like create some channels, as I said that in the beginning, and we just put them in this channel. We encourage them, we motivate them, we show them the potential that they have, we show them the value that they have. And that's what exactly we are doing in Project Unity. So we take people, especially young boy or girl, so we show them the value that they have. We show them the impact that they can make in the world community, because most of the time we just focus on our limitations, but we don't pay attention about what we are capable or what we can do. So that's the conception I probably want to bring in the well community. So we have to change the way that we think. We have to change. We call that mental change, because sometimes we just give limit with your mental. We say that, oh, I cannot do this, it's too high, I cannot get it. But no, we don't have limitation. As a leader, we don't have limitation. We can do everything that we want to do. We just have to make some sacrifice, and we just have to work hard every day, and finally we'll get there.
Those are the words of true leaders, as you can see. So to our listeners, don't forget to share and comment on this conversation. And if you have any question, you can ask our guest. Don't fear to throw in the question in the comment section. So I'm loving the vibe with you, McKinley and Stanley. So this is a global youth takeover in the making. Time for a lightning round, quick hits and a big impact. So Stanley, let's close off this session with a bold question. So what's one way youth leadership with tech is strengthening West Pokot communities?
Yes, thank you, Brian, for the question. There is the one way maybe that the youth leadership with tech can get strengthened is that maybe we introduce initiatives. For example, that is the tech-driven initiatives, like, for instance, Project Trinity, so that we can make youth come together, maybe breaking their barriers. For example, you will find that we have challenges. For example, the internet connectivity, and our youths are having skills, but that connectivity is the problem. So if we introduce these initiatives that is tech driven, uh, like the Project Trinity, which have the the power, there is internet, there is devices, so it will help them a lot, because here is where they will be interacting together with the internet. They can learn resources from various tools like YouTube and many other tools that are online. They can also learn in coding, they can learn leadership skills there. They can learn also with internet there is everything. So these initiatives will help them. That is the first thing. It also help them to create the jobs, and this now will reduce poverty. So to these communities that are experiencing the problem of connectivity, it is the best solution for them is introducing these initiatives that are tech driven. So that is my opinion.
Okay, McKinley, it's your turn. What's one way youth leadership with tech is rocking Haiti?
Yeah, and I think that one of the things, so by creating, as I agree with Stanley, so by creating like initiatives, it can be a great fit for youth leaders, in especially in Haiti. So I think that in Saint Work, that's what we are trying to do. So we have our leaders. We every day we work to create new initiatives. So we go in the community. We try to see what should we do, what can we do, what can we bring, what can we initiate in the community. For example, we have some people who have some problem, like a financial problem, so we can create some initiative like business, so we can help them resolve that problem. For example, we have some people who don't have like opportunity to pay the fees, like I'm talking about school, university. So we can create some initiative so to support those people, because we should have like a great impact, as I said, as a leader. So it's not like talking, I'm a leader, but what you should go to see what you can bring to the community, what can you do for the community. So it's not fix your limitation. Maybe you have a lot of things you don't have, but don't consider those things. Just consider what you have, because with what you have you can bring what you didn't have. It's really important. So I think that let me take this example. Let's take the lion. You see, the lion, let's take for example, in the jungle, the lion is not the greatest animal, the lion is not the smallest one, the lion is not the biggest one. So you see, the lion has a lot of limitation, but the lion doesn't pay attention with those limitations. So even the lion sees an elephant, is the lion said, okay, so I'm gonna eat it. I'm gonna eat it. And at this time, he just run after the elephant, and he will achieve its dream. That's why. So don't consider the limitation. Please start considering what you have. Start considering what you know, and just convert them. Use them to bring what you don't have. That's my viewpoint.
That's straight up masterclass in beating the odds. The story of the noble king of the jungle. So uh, we'll be moving on. So you are both dropping gems. So now let's welcome our third guest, uh, Valerie Jeruto from Kenya, a trailblazing female web developer and a youth leader, joining us to surf the digital wave. Hello, Valerie.
Hello, thank you so much for welcoming me again to talk about how websites are playing a powerful role in transforming education and also giving people and companies economic opportunities for their websites and everything, which and their products to be known. Thank you.
I see you're going to bring the fire. So, Valerie, let me jump right on to you. So, Valerie, how are youth using websites for education or economic growth? In your own perspective as a woman, maybe you can share your success story or any.
Yes, thank you so much, Mr. Brian. So, the websites are playing a very crucial role in promoting economic growth. For example, across Kenya, youth like me are turning to websites not just to learn new skills, but to create a real world impact. So when we are learning to design these websites, we are using platforms like Google Digital Skills, YouTube, and also Coursera's to upskill ourselves. And then we apply that knowledge to solve community challenges. Many of us are helping local schools. We are also helping businesses and community groups go digital. increasing their reach and efficiency. So yes, I guess one of the projects that me as a youth I'm really proud of is helping build a local school website. So the school is located in very remote area where the school had no online presence before. So it made hard for the parents and also, let's say, the donors who will be likely to will be willing to help the school to access important information about that school. So by working closely with the leadership school, we helped designing to develop a use we helped in developing a user friendly site where they could post the updates about that school. So and that improved the communication and even attracted new supporters to the school. Yeah.
That's powerful, Valerie. I can see you're starting to become a senior web developer, and I wish you well because we are praying for more women to join this tech space, and it's nice to hear from you today. So, Valerie, you are laying down digital highways to success across Kenya. So, Stanley, back to you in West Pokot. How are you using websites to boost education or economic growth?
Yes, thank you, Brian. The way Valerie has elaborated, you know that website is like an online store. Website is where if we take a scenario of a building, for example, if you want to build a house, you have to plan it, you design it, and then you build it. Now, the website is now that house being maybe transformed to online. So we say it is an online store where we can store items. So youths, for instance, in my community and maybe in the country, they are using websites in terms of maybe businesses, education, and various parts. In terms of when we talk of education, youths are using websites, platforms like the e-learning portals. You will find that in campuses or even nowadays in the primary schools and the secondary schools, students are accessing resources from online. We don't have this maybe manual uh, reading of books. You will find that the resources have been uh, stored together in the internet. A student can go and access maybe using some of the credentials like the admissions and other credentials and access the resources by reading the they can also use the e-learning to submit their assignments and also researches and various fields in schools. In terms of businesses, you find that youths and maybe all of the people are using the the e-commerce platforms. Like I have said earlier that, for example, we have this Chumia in Kenya. We have maybe other stores like Kilimall. Youths are ordering their items from online. They are avoiding these maybe transport issues. They are also avoiding maybe fake, we can say fake items because you will find that in Jumia, the the item there maybe person want to purchase, it has a descriptions, it has also the price. So you'll find that now a person can be able to purchase a product depending on the size of his or her pocket. So that is how youth are using uh, e-commerce platforms to thrive economically and also to save more. Yeah, back to Ibrahim.
You could have given the mic to McKinley, but let me just continue. So Stanley, that's like flipping the switch on a digital dream from from using digital tools uh, I know it will help our youths to develop their leadership skills. So, Mark Henley, how are websites in Haiti knitting communities closer together and fostering maybe a social cohesion?
Yes, Brian, it's an amazing question, and I think before the internet age, fundamentally changed global communication. Businesses relied on things like newspapers, like mouth to mouth. So we didn't have those opportunities that we have today, and I think that we can, as you can see, I'm in Haiti and Stanley is in Kenya. So, but we have this conversation this morning. We are helping the world community. So we can use that same process. And that's what we are using in Haiti. So for education, we we have a lot of schools, like they provide some online courses. For example, let's say somebody is learning Spanish, so that person has the opportunity to have some teachers who live in Spain, in some other countries, somebody for maybe will learn some new languages, so they have opportunity like to have teachers who don't, who are not in Haiti. So that's a way they use the web or those things to help to frustrate the education system. And for business, like in Haiti, so I remember years ago, I wanted to buy something, but when I went to some like store in Haiti, I couldn't find it. And you know what? I just contact somebody, and he just fixed that for me, the comment, and after a couple of days, I just received the thing. So we use the web to create business. We have some platforms like Alibaba, those platforms. We have Amazon. Those platforms promote business. So that's what a lot of leaders in Haiti do. So they just use the web to get money, and they use also the web to help the education system, because we have some things we cannot find them, but in the local place, at this point they just use the web, and in a couple of minutes, and everything we wanted to get, it's in your hand. So I think that's a great future, and I think we have to continue. We have to encourage that, so we can do more and more things with that technology.
Yes, sure. So that is community strength dial up to 11. So to our listeners, I hope you are enjoying the show. Don't forget to share and like our posts on our social media handles on X, Instagram, TikTok, and Facebook. The conversation is still going on with our fire guests. So, Valerie, how are website in Kenya fostering social cohesion through community engagement?
Yes, thank you so much, Brian. So in Kenya today, websites are they're really playing a very crucial role, a very important role, because when you see when you see in remote areas, in remote places, when you want to let people know maybe about any any information you want to pass, you have to create these platforms, these projects. Let's say you can create even a small portal where the members of the community can just log in, and this when they log in, it will bring people together to share skills, ideas, and support one another, especially in places like where we are now in West Pokot. It's in rural and it's in very remote location. So when you so that when you create these websites and you integrate it with a blog, or maybe you can also, when you're creating website, you can also do it with you can integrate it with meta platforms like WhatsApp link for discussions, and maybe you can also put a downloadable resources. You can design resources in Canva, then you integrate it with your website. So this will guide communities, the small businesses in the community, and it will also promote digital literacy in all the communities. So these websites, it has become one of the peer support and knowledge sharing platforms. Yeah.
Valerie, you are shining a spotlight on this digital uprising. So, to my male guests, what do you think about Valerie's inspiration story through web development as a woman?
Yes, this was what we maybe were talking about before, that women, if opportunity is there, they are shining too. So from my point of view, I can say that web developers or maybe tech gurus like Valerie has given us an inspiring stories about technology, about website development. We also seen that she talked about the empowering maybe rural communities to get maybe physically present, that is online presence. You'll find that the website that she developed for the school was maybe not known, because we say that our website is an address, is like an address that we are using maybe before the ages. That is the postal codes, and yeah, that is the modern way of maybe representing a school, because it will be showing the location and everything, and also making even the parents to interact with the school digital. So women are encouraging us a lot when it comes to technology, and also when it comes to sharing ideas. So we are embracing this together, and we are going to preach the barriers together. So maybe back to you, Mackenzie, your thoughts, your thoughts about what Valerie discussed. Yeah.
Yeah, I think that Valerie said a lot of great things, and I think that one of the things that I imagine, so um, to help people maybe who live a little bit far away and to connect them together. So, like the example of the school that she took, like maybe parents they live in different region, but through the technology, so why not they can have a great communication between them. They can just use the invisible things to create visible things. I don't know if you probably understand that. So let's say that the web, so this is something that you cannot touch. It's invisible, but we just use it. Let's say that you just send a link to somebody. This is not something that that person can hold, but it is something that just in his phone or his computer. So we just use the invisible things to create a lot of visible things, and I think that's very important. Valerie just inspires me about this great example that she took, and I think why not. That's why I said in the beginning we have to pay attention, especially with women, because they can bring the fire. They can like share some ideas maybe men don't have. At this point, I totally agree with Valerie, and that story just inspires me, and it's encouraging, it's just motivate me. So right now I have to see the world in other way, especially with the technology. So we can do great things with the technology, with the web. So like not only having fun, but we can, yeah, having fun is so important too. I have to underline that part. But we can just use it to build a great community, build a great world, and make great impact. And I totally agree with your opinion, Valerie.
Okay, that's that your the Valerie's story is truly inspiring. So I read somewhere in an article that we have brain, so we are male and there is female. The male brain is bigger and the female brain is smaller, but the female brain works more efficiently than the,
Yeah,
than the
it's
male
totally fine.
brain. I don't know. Is it true?
I think yeah, totally true. Because sometimes you men. So let me say that I'm not against men, but you have to fix the thing where you should fix it. Yeah, but um, girls or women's mind is sometimes more productive than men's mind. So sometimes you can take couple of days, imagine something, and you finally you don't have any result. But just you can take we can take a girl, and in a couple of minutes, and you got the result that you desire. Oh, it's incredible. So but I have to say that girls or women, they have a great place in the world community.
Yes, 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 it is true. Brian, I can maybe give a scenario here that women, maybe your thought is scientifically that it is true because women can multitask. Uh, for example, if I try maybe cooking, let us take a scenario that there is I have maybe two stoves there and I'm cooking.
Yeah.
Then maybe there is an ugali there and another product like the sukuma wiki. So you'll find that if I maybe start at the same time cooking, uh, one will one will not get. Yeah, that is true because one can maybe be successful and the other can pan. Yeah, I can say it can pan. So
Mhm.
women, if we use these uh, skills that they have, that is the multitasking skills, they
Yeah.
can be productive in terms of the technology and other fields. So it is true, Brian, that we have to accept that women cannot multitask.
Yeah, listen. I do what you like to think about. So we just give women the highest place. This is not we were discussing. I just wanna fix that, especially for those who are watching us right now. But we all just we're trying to analyze the things, but this is not a way that we say that, oh, women are higher than men. This is not, but we are all valuable. So we all, that's why I can say that we have to support each other. Okay, so because sometimes I can, in this point I can be like weak and you are strong, so you have to support me. And when it's your time, so I have to support you. So that's a way that we can combine what we can or what we have to make the impact that we want to make. Okay.
I've heard you loud and clear, McKinley. We are all equal.
Yeah.
So So, but we have. Let's hear from the woman on the show. Her thoughts.
Yes, so I'm very happy that you all have agreed that what a man can do, a woman can do better. Yeah, I think we can all agree that, because for us women we can do a lot of things at the same time. We know how to multitask very well. Yeah.
That's correct. I know, to our listeners, I know we have gone off the topic, but it does not to kill to have a little fun. But we are wrapping up, so we'll wrap up with some fun again. So Valerie, can you share a funny or unexpected moment from your work with tech and youth, maybe in Kenya?
Yes, thank you so much, Brian. So one of the, I don't know, I can say fun or challenging moment in my web development journey is that, okay, when when I was learning a web development, I started with coding. So I used a visual editor called Visual Studio Code. So in this code editor, we were using languages such as HTML, CSS, that's for styling, and also some JavaScript for interactivity. So as time goes, I really enjoyed the work. So writing clean codes and seeing that my work coming alive in the browser was really a very, very great moment. So, but soon I realized that to reach more people and build functional, user-friendly websites for non-technical clients, I had to learn WordPress. So I was like learning again WordPress. I don't know about it. So it was really very, very challenging. So in learning WordPress, it was not easy at first. So I had to shift my mindset. So shifting from writing codes line by line to understand a new words again, like themes, plugins, and to work with the content management. So it felt like learning a new language, but I stuck with it. I used I used the I used the YouTube videos, everything from that. So how to edit a WordPress theme, how to upload and install new plugins, YouTube tutorials, and Google digital apps for African platforms. Also help me with confidence step by step. So what that I can tell you is that one of my proudest projects was learning this WordPress. Yeah. Using Canva to design banners and icons and then taking it to WordPress. Yeah. That's one of my funniest moments.
That's awesome, Valerie. To my guest, the same question still stands. What's your funny moment before we wrap up?
Yes, Brian. There is a lot of funny moments that maybe I've experienced in this field of technology. Before maybe I came here to join Project Trinity, the funniest thing is that I was coming here when I was joining the colleagues because in campus I did computer science, that is the degree in computer science. So when I was coming here, I was just seeing that everything will be very easy for me. But it, all the things changed down when I learned that in technology, everything is changing time by time. So maybe things that I had learned in my campus life, it was even not a quarter of what I have learned here. So that is very funny of it. And also maybe another last funny moment is that you can code. For example, you can code when you are developing a website, and unfortunately, maybe at the end when you are maybe at the production stage, you'll find that you'll encounter errors, and those errors will be maybe a little error, but you will fix even the whole week. it may be even a comma that you have maybe left behind. So that is the funny moments with coding. But we keep fixing and debunking it. That is how life goes. We have to fix errors here and there. So thank you so much for this opportunity. I'm proud to share the work that we are doing together here in Kenya and Haiti. Have a great day.
Yeah, I think that the funniest things is when I first, because I didn't have like a great clue about technology. And when I first made the technology when Project Unity years ago, so I said, "Oh my God, it's amazing!" But it seems that it's so easy. I said that, but after a couple of months, and I see, oh my God, so it's horrible. It's beyond my understanding. So especially when it's time to coding, so you see, you have a lot of things. Oh my God, how I can analyze those things and put them like a funny way. So it takes time, but finally, I I took time, I took time, and right now I have this great ability, and I think that that's an amazing story, and just I'm so proud of myself today because we are Project Unity. Yes.
Sure. That I thank you all to my guests. So you are all legends. So let's bring it home with our closing. Big asante sana and merci to Stanley, McKinley, and Valerie for dropping stories that light up the room. From West Pokot youth battling resource shortages, we take to Haiti's community website and Kenya Development Skills Revolution. Project Unity Engine, more trainees, workspace, and projects is turbocharging communities against all odds. Don't miss out on our future of tech and youth empowerment, and help us building a thriving future for all. Uh, so, catch us next week for more tales of youths defying the odds to build epic futures. I'm your host, Brian Lolima, signing off. Let's lift up the next generation.